And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Dan Wiggins will be on the mound for the Buccos. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
And stepping in, John Birdie, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit to first, reined in. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. That'll bring up Gary Sheffield. The 300 mark entering play. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle. Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Jesus Aguilar is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out. Throw the breaking ball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Marlins lead 1, and now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Sixto Sanchez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. What's the key for a home win here tonight, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Now to the plate, here is Roberto Clemente, entering this one with a top 10 National League batting average mark. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Dickerson is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We are still scoreless. Digging in next will be Starling Marte. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. A high fastball is in there.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Clemente is there, 1 away.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Corey Dickerson comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting seven, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last year. Hit in the air down the right field line. Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, here is Christian Murray coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League.
Yeah, this guy dropped 9 big flies last month, and he has rocketed up the leaderboard.
Yeah, D-Road, 9 bombs in a month. You better be awful careful pitching to this guy. He's swinging the bat great right now.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
That ball is absolutely crushed. So a solo shot here to left center field. 24 home runs for him on the season, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
So now to the plate, Terry Mooney. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 13 home runs, and 41 RBIs. High and deep to right center. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Into the box, Randy Wiggins, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He'll enter play with an average of .311. 14 homers, 53 RBIs. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. No one out with a runner at second. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Throw down to first, one away.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Striding in is Brian Brummett. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
One of the keys to being a good player.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw.
Love everything about that play right there. Nobody's at fault. Just great execution by the defense. I saw the third base coach waving him around, and I totally agreed with it.
Standing in now, Tyler Wiggins, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Runner goes for second. Pitch misses the throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations.
Back now in Pittsburgh, home of the Pirates, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, it's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones. Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Clemente is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jorge Alfaro is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 now.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game. Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
The plate now, John Birdie. A ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Scooped up, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Next to dig in, Miguel Rojas, trying here to plate the tying run from second. From the stretch. Weak grounder down the line at third. Barehanded at his knees. Safe. He's out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Stepping in now, Gary Sheffield. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He singled in his first AB. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he misses there, 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Heading out towards shallow right. Clemente is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Marlins strand a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Now at the plate, Tyler Wiggins. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch on the way. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. Fouled off. Wiggins is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Bart Wiggins. He went deep in the contest last night. Popped him up. Alfaro is there. 2 gone.
The center fielder,
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Christian Brummett grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Sheffield will wait on it, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Down in order go the Pirates, but they're up 1-0.
I don't wear a cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a clean house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth.
And now Jesus Aguilar. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball into straightaway left. Murray is there, and he'll bring this one in.
the center fielder, number 6, Starling.
Here's Starling Marte. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
In now, Corey Dickerson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Grounded, and that is off the first base bag. High hop, and he barehands it. Takes it himself, and he got him. Miami down in order. It remains 1-0. So now here is Angel Vargas. He bounced out last time up.
The designated hitter, Angel.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Vargas, a native of Puerto Rico. This is his first year at the big league level. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Down the left field line and deep. Is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Next up, Roberto Clemente. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this one misses now to the Pirate right fielder. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Now batting, left fielder, Christian.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Into the box now, Christian Murray. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Racing back, the right fielder still going back. You can kiss it goodbye. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
To the plate now, Terry Mooney. Out in front of it, strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Fouled away. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Stepping in next, Randy Wiggins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate, Brian Burlett as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a curveball taken low for a ball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder is on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner. So both runners able to move up a base, second and third now with 2 gone. Now it'll be Tyler Wiggins. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0. Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1. Here it is.
That's a ball. His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of getting in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch. Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
And now in the box, Bart Wiggins hopped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the first pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Next up is Jorge Alfaro. He collected a base hit his first time up. He's set and the pitch. Tries to hold up, but did he do so in time? No, says Joe McDonald. It's strike one. Center field. Brummett is there, and he has it for the first down.
Up next for the Marlins, the second baseman, John.
So next to bat will be John Birdie. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Yeah, I need to see some solid contact right here. Certainly it'll get the confidence going. He's been slumping pretty hard.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Anderson on second. Cooper at first. One gone. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Gonna be a tough play.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
A swing and a ground ball to third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. Anderson ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back in the game, but this time he had no shot. Applaud the hustle, but the decision was a costly one.
Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. At the plate now, Miguel Rojas, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They trail it here 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Christian Brummett. Pulled toward right center field. Marte is to his left as he puts it away in the inning. So a nice time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. So now to the plate, Angel Vargas. as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Roberto Clemente. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Dickerson's there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Christian.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Murray. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far and looking to add to that here.
That last at-bat, Matty B, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it middle like he did that last at-bat.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Pirates on top, 3-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Gary Sheffield.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Up next, Jesus Aguilar. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line hard, deep into left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Stepping in now, Starling Marte. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Digging in will be Corey Dickerson. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes the center fielder, and he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. They trail in this one 3-0. Ross Detweiler enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 54, Ross Detweiler.
So now to the plate, Terry Mooney, hit by a pitch last time, perhaps looking for a little payback.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
1-0 pitch on the way.
Outside, that's the ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. So one gone now as you take a look there at the standings in the National League East, and you see where the Marlins find themselves entering play today. Stepping up is Randy Wiggins, a hit in 2 tries so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dickerson's there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 5, Ryan Drummond.
Stepping in once again is Ryan Drummond.
He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League.
First delivery to him. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Sheffield will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, but they lead it 3-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Brian Anderson. First pitch on its way.
Ball inside.
That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. And he misses 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Garrett Cooper.
Striding forward now is the DH, Garrett Cooper. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat.
That's a ball.
Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. To first. He's right there. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Next to hit, Jorge Alfaro flew out last time up. First pitch on the way. In there, 0-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very good.
And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Still down 3-0. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in as the rookie third baseman, Tyler Wiggins. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Swing and a little blooper to center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
To the plate now, Bart Wiggins, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And he's safe.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Now a throw over, just keeping him close. In now, Christian Brummett. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw to the plate, and he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. And I think if this squeeze is of the suicide variety, that run scores easily, but instead they tried the safety squeeze there, and it didn't work out as they had hoped. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Angel Vargas, singled in his last at-bat. To second for 1. Relay to Aguilar, the double play, and that retires the side. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. Pittsburgh leads this one 3-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, John Birdie. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now here's the pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel.
Next, it'll be Miguel Rojas. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Brummett comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The right fielder, number 10, Gary Sheffield.
So next to hit is Gary Sheffield, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. Miami down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up Roberto Clemente. First pitch on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
That's the battle, Matty. Working yourself into a 3-1 count, having count leverage and getting ahead to a fastball. You don't get too many opportunities throughout the course of a game to have full count leverage, and he took advantage.
Into the box now, Christian Murray, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike. And he lays off for ball 1. Throw over to first, and he's back standing. The 1-1 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Up next to Pittsburgh, the shortstop, Terry Mooney.
Next up, Terry Mooney. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Clemente, base runner at first with 1 out. Runners on the move for second. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready on 0-2. To the right side and through, a base hit. Clemente blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He scores, and they lead now by 4. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
And that misses 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and he's back easily. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 2-1. Runners going. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Runner going a second time. Line drive to center field. Marte makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. Now a throw behind the runner, but it's not in time. Heads up base running gets him back to the bag following the line drive. Up next for the Buccos, Brian Brummett. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Great pitch right there. As a pitcher, you don't want hitters to get too comfortable in that batter's box. That pitch in now might set up some pitch outside.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. One in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We've played 8 full. It's the Pirates 4 and the Marlins nothing. All set to start the 9th in this one. And up next will be the power hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. Into the corner and slicing foul. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. This is foul right side. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. A reminder not to touch that remote after we're through, as you'll see full highlights of the ball game this afternoon exclusively right here on the show. Now into the box, Starling Marte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of been able to chase a runner home.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
At the plate now, Corey Dickerson, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Murray is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So now into the box is Brian Anderson. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over. 4-0 to score this afternoon. Pittsburgh took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Dan Wiggins earns his 8th victory of the season, so that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 4 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Marlins, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. In the National League Central, the Pittsburgh Pirates racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-0. The Brewers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-1. The Reds knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-4. It was their 5th straight victory. Logan Webb grabbed his 2nd win of the year, helping lead the Giants to a win over the Cubbies 3-1. The Braves picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-1. The Philadelphia Phillies pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 8-1. The Rockies got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-3. The New York Mets allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-2. David Ortiz had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Bo Sox to the win over the rival Yankees 7-6. He is currently among the RBI leaders in the American League. The Blue Jays swatted 4 home runs in this one as they blasted the Astros 11-2. The Orioles grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 6-4. Alan Trammell hit for the cycle, leading the Tigers to the win over the White Sox 12-10. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in triples. The Royals put together 10 total hits as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Twins 5-4. The Angels pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 1-0. The Tampa Bay Rays totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-3. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.